Have you ever felt like the people around you only seem to care when things are going well for you, when you're winning? The truth is, most people are only interested in you when your success benefits them. When you're struggling, when you're fighting for something greater, they vanish, leaving you alone to battle your demons. That's the reality. No one is truly your friend until you win. It stings, doesn't it? The people you thought you could count on, the ones you believe would stand by your side through thick and thin, disappear the moment your journey gets tough. In the beginning, they were there, cheering, supporting, telling you that you could do it. But when the grind becomes unbearable, when failure feels imminent, and when the pressure mounts, you start to see them for who they really are, fair weather friends. They're only interested in you when you shine. But here's the thing. You have to come to terms with this truth if you want to move forward. The world is full of people who will show up for you when it's easy. They'll love you when it's convenient. But when you're in the trenches, when you're fighting against the odds, that's when you discover who's really in your corner. And most of the time, it's not the ones you expect. What's worse is that society has conditioned us to believe that friendship is about loyalty, about being there for each other no matter what. But the truth is far more brutal. People's loyalty is often dependent on what you can offer them, on what you can do for them. Your value is determined by your success, not your struggle. And that's a painful realization. It can make you feel isolated, as if no one is truly in your corner. But what if that's exactly where you need to be to grow? What if the loneliness you feel in your pursuit of greatness is actually the very thing that's forging you into someone stronger, someone more capable of handling the rewards of success? It's tempting to want support, to crave that validation, to hope that the people around you will stick with you when things get hard. But here's the cold reality. No one can walk your path for you. No one can fight your battles. You are on this journey alone, and that's not a curse. It's a blessing. It's only when you stand alone that you find out who you really are. It's only when the noise dies down and the world goes quiet that you get to hear your own voice, your own calling, telling you to keep moving forward, to keep pushing through the pain. If you want to win, if you want to reach that next level in your life, you have to be willing to embrace the loneliness. You have to accept that your journey will often be a solitary one. You have to be okay with the fact that most people won't get it, won't support it, and might even try to stop it. But that's where the real strength is born. When you refuse to give up, even when no one else is there to cheer you on. When you keep pushing, even though everyone else seems to have faded into the background. Because here's the ultimate truth. The ones who stick around when you're at your lowest, the ones who believe in you when you can't even believe in yourself, are the ones who matter. But those people are rare. Most will only show up when they can see you at the top, when you've already made it. That's when they'll come, wanting to bask in your success, wanting a piece of your victory. So if you're still here, still pushing, still fighting, you are building something greater than just success. You are building the foundation of who you need to be to truly win. And here's the most powerful thing of all. You don't need anyone else's approval to keep going. You don't need anyone else's validation to win, because when you finally get there, when you fought and clawed your way through the darkness, you will realize something. The victory isn't just in the success. It's in the person you become along the way. And that person will never need anyone else to believe in them again. Stay with me, and let's dive deeper into why this journey of solitude is exactly what you need to become unstoppable. You see, when you're in the thick of the battle, when it feels like the world is against you and no one understands your struggle, you start to question everything. Why do I have to fight so hard when others seem to get everything handed to them? Why does it feel like everyone else has it easier while you're stuck in a constant uphill climb? You wonder if you're doing something wrong, if maybe it would be easier to just give up, to take the path most people take, the one of comfort, of conformity. What you have to understand is that the reason it feels like this is because you're on a different path. You're on the path to greatness, and greatness is never easy. The truth is, you're not just fighting for success, you're fighting for a transformation that most people will never experience. This process of struggle, of overcoming, of pushing yourself when everything tells you to stop is what separates the winners from everyone else. It's not about how many people cheer for you or how many hands are offered to help you up. It's about your ability to keep going even when there's no one around to push you. This is where your strength is forged. This is where you become the person who can handle anything life throws at you. Every day you spend working, struggling, pushing through your doubts and fears, you're evolving, you're becoming a different person. And that person, the person who can endure, who can face adversity and refuse to be broken, that's the person who wins. The world doesn't reward those who quit. It doesn't reward those who seek the comfort of the crowd. It rewards those who stay true to their mission, even when they have no support, even when the path ahead is uncertain. And as you face this alone, you start to realize something powerful. You don't need the world to see your struggle. You don't need anyone to clap for you while you're grinding, while you're fighting. Your work is what matters. Your belief in yourself is what counts. The validation will come later, when you've already made it, when you've already risen above the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. When you stand at the top, that's when they'll see you. But by then you won't care. You'll already know that you did it for you. You did it because you believed in yourself when no one else would. That's the beauty of this journey. The more people doubt you, the more they try to tear you down, the stronger you become. It's like a muscle. Your ability to keep going, to believe, to push forward in the face of every setback gets stronger every time you fight back. And as you keep pushing, you'll notice something incredible happening within you. Your mindset will shift. You'll start to see setbacks not as obstacles, but as opportunities. Every time you fall, you'll get back up stronger. Every time you're knocked down, you'll rise higher. You'll realize that it's not the pain or the struggle that defines you, it's your response to it. It's your refusal to stay down. The beauty of this fight is that it's shaping you into someone who doesn't need external validation to move forward. You will no longer be at the mercy of the crowd, no longer swayed by the opinions of others. You'll learn to rely solely on your own inner strength. The validation, the recognition, it comes when you've already proven to yourself that you're capable of greatness. And trust me, when that day comes, when you look back and see how far you've come, you won't need anyone else to tell you how amazing you are. You'll already know. And that knowledge, that unshakable belief in yourself will be your greatest reward. So keep going, keep showing up, keep fighting. The world may not see your struggle today, but one day when you've won, they will. And that moment will mean so much more because you did it on your own. You didn't need the crowd. You didn't need the applause. You just needed yourself. And in the end, that's all you'll ever need to truly win. And while you're fighting, while you're pushing yourself further than you ever thought possible, there's a truth you need to accept. The world won't always care. People won't always cheer for you. They'll only notice when you've already made it. They'll only acknowledge your strength when it's clear to everyone that you've reached the summit. But by then you won't need their acknowledgement. You won't need their applause. You'll be too busy living your purpose, too focused on your own growth to care about anything other than the path that lies ahead of you. That's the moment when true transformation happens. When you fought so hard and you've walked that lonely road so long that you stop needing anyone else to see your worth. You realize your worth is intrinsic. It's not tied to their opinions. It's not dependent on their support. It's inside you, built by every struggle, every setback, and every victory you've claimed for yourself. Your belief in yourself becomes unshakable because it's no longer influenced by the fleeting opinions of others. There's a moment in your journey when the desire for external validation completely fades away. You no longer need the world to tell you you're worthy of success because you've already proven it to yourself. You've already shown yourself that you have what it takes. You've faced every challenge, every obstacle, and you've risen each time stronger, more determined, more focused. And when that happens, something incredible takes place. You stop waiting for the world to hand you success because you start taking it for yourself. You stop asking for permission to shine because you realize that your light was always yours to claim. The world is not going to give you the green light, and the people around you won't always give you the thumbs up. But it's in that moment, in that silence, that you find your true power. When you no longer need the applause, when you no longer need the crowd, that's when you've unlocked your true potential. You've become someone who doesn't need validation, who doesn't need approval, who doesn't need anyone to believe in you to make your dreams come true. You've become unstoppable. And yes, you'll face resistance. You'll encounter obstacles. You'll have days where you question why you're even doing this, where it feels like the whole world is against you. But those days are the moments that matter most because they're the tests. They're the points where most people quit, where most people give up, but not you. Push through. You keep going. You keep fighting. Every time you face adversity, you get stronger. Every time someone doubts you, you rise higher. Every setback is just another lesson, another opportunity to grow. The people who stay with you through those moments of struggle, through the pain and the doubts, they are the ones who truly matter. They are the ones who have seen your potential before the world did. But the truth is, they are few. The majority of people will only show up when you've already made it. They'll try to claim credit for your victory when they weren't there for the fight. But you'll know who was with you when no one else was. And that's where your power lies. In the knowledge that you didn't need anyone to believe in you. You believed in yourself when no one else did. So let them come. Let them watch from the sidelines. Let them pretend they were always with you. It won't matter because you will have something they don't. The power of knowing that you can achieve anything on your own. That the only person who ever needed to believe in you was you. And when you reach the top, when you win, it will be because you never gave up on yourself. No one could take that victory from you because you earned it in the silence, in the solitude, in the moments when no one was watching. That's where true greatness is born. And that's why you will win. There will be times when you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, when the pressure becomes so overwhelming that it feels like everything is falling apart. The doubts creep in. The fears rise to the surface. You start to question whether it's all worth it, whether the sacrifices, the loneliness, the struggles are leading you to something real, or if they're all just leading you to a dead end. Those moments are the hardest because they are the tests. They are the points where most people give up, where they quit just before the breakthrough, just before the victory. But you've already decided. You're not going to be like everyone else. You've made a commitment to yourself, to your growth, to your success, and that commitment doesn't waver when the road gets rough. That commitment doesn't dissolve when the people around you disappear. When the world gives you reasons to stop, you keep going because you know the truth. Nothing worth having ever comes easy. The struggle, the pain, the setbacks, they are all part of the journey. They are not the end. They are the beginning of something greater. When you're in the trenches, when it feels like you're giving everything and getting nothing in return, that's when you're closest to your breakthrough. That's when you are being shaped into the person who can handle the success you're about to claim. It's easy to look around and wonder why others seem to have it so much easier, why they get the applause, the recognition, the opportunities, while you're left in the shadows. But the truth is, they don't have what you have. They haven't fought your fight. They haven't pushed through the moments that almost broke you. They haven't faced the isolation and come out strong on the other side. The victory you will experience will be built on the foundation of everything you've overcome, everything you faced and refused to be defeated by. And the moment you realize that, you will find a new strength inside you, an unshakable determination that will carry you through anything. Because when you've been to the depths, when you've fought for every inch, you can never go back. You've reached a new level. You've become someone who doesn't need to be coddled, who doesn't need constant reassurance, who doesn't need the crowd to stay on track. You are now someone who trusts in their own power, in their own ability to rise, to win, to keep going when everyone else would have quit. And when that shift happens within you, when you stop seeking external validation, you unlock something powerful. You stop being a slave to your circumstances, to the opinions of others. You start creating your own path, one that is based on your values, your strength, your belief. You become the architect of your own success, building something that is unbreakable, something that cannot be taken away by anyone or anything. It's easy to get distracted by what others are doing, to compare yourself to their wins, to wonder why they seem to have it all while you're still fighting. But the reality is, your journey is yours alone. And as hard as it may seem right now, as lonely and frustrating as the climb may feel, you are exactly where you need to be. You are becoming who you need to be to achieve the greatness that is waiting for you. The battle you're facing is not just external, it's internal. It's about conquering the doubts, the fears, and the self-imposed limits that have held you back for so long. It's about shifting your mindset, believing in yourself when no one else will. And once you make that shift, once you stop depending on others to tell you your worth, you will step into your true power. And when you finally reach the top, when you finally win, you'll realize that it wasn't the world that held you back. It was never about anyone else. It was about you. And now you are unstoppable. When you finally understand that your journey is yours alone, everything changes. The noise fades away. The expectations of others lose their power. The doubts that used to haunt you no longer have a hold on you. You realize that the only thing that matters is the person you're becoming, the person who refuses to quit, the person who believes in their ability to rise no matter the obstacles. And that is when true freedom begins. When you stop worrying about what others think, when you stop measuring your success by the standards set by the world, you break free from the chains that have kept you small. Because success isn't just about what you achieve. It's about who you become in the process. It's about developing the strength to keep moving forward, even when you're the only one who believes in you. It's about having the courage to rise above the noise, above the criticism, above the expectations, and carve your own path. There will be moments when it feels like everyone around you is moving ahead faster, easier, with less struggle. But you know better. You know that their success didn't come from the same place your success will come from. They didn't walk through the fire the way you've had to. They didn't endure the isolation, the sacrifice, the relentless pursuit of a goal that seemed impossible. Their victory is superficial because it didn't shape them into who they need to be to handle the weight of success. What you're building is different. You are laying the foundation for a success that cannot be taken away because it's rooted in your inner strength, the person you're becoming, the person who can rise no matter what, who can keep going even when no one else believes is unbreakable. And that's why your success will mean more. That's why when you finally step into your greatness, it will be so much more than just an achievement. It will be the realization of everything you fought for, everything you've endured, and everything you've overcome. You see, most people will never know this kind of strength. Most people will never have to push themselves the way you have. They'll take the easy route, the comfortable path, the one that doesn't require them to face their deepest fears or confront their own limitations. And when they finally arrive at their success, they will wonder why it doesn't feel as fulfilling as they imagined. They will realize that success without struggle is hollow, that success without transformation leaves you unchanged, untested, and unprepared for the challenges that life will inevitably throw your way. But you will be different. When you win, when you reach the top, you will know that it was earned. You will know that no one gave it to you. You will know that you paid the price, you put in the work, and you sacrificed everything to become the person you are today. And that is what will make your victory so powerful. It won't just be about what you've achieved. It will be about who you've become in the process. So no matter what anyone says, no matter how many people walk away, no matter how many times you feel like giving up, remember this, you're becoming the person you need to be to achieve everything you've ever dreamed of. And that person is already inside you. You just have to trust yourself, keep pushing forward, and never, ever stop. Because the moment you stop is the moment you let the world win. And you're not here to let the world win. You're here to win. And you will. The hardest part of the journey is never the struggle itself. It's the silence that comes with it. When you're putting in the work, when you're making sacrifices, when you're fighting for something bigger than yourself, it often feels like no one is watching, no one is cheering, no one is acknowledging your effort. The world seems to turn a blind eye, and the people around you act like it's just another day, just another person chasing a dream that doesn't matter. But that's when you need to understand something crucial. It's not about being seen. It's about what's happening inside you. It's about the fire that's building in your soul, the strength that's growing with every challenge you overcome. The silence is not a sign that you're not moving forward. It's a sign that you're moving in the right direction. Success is not built in the spotlight. Success is built in the moments when no one is looking, when the grind feels endless, when every step feels like it's in the dark. The world will only see the finished product, the polished version of your victory, but what they won't see is the transformation that happened in the shadows. What they won't see is the hours spent alone, the times you fought with everything inside you to keep going when everything in your mind told you to quit. This is the secret that most people will never understand. You don't need external recognition to know that you're on the right path. You don't need the approval of others to validate the work you're putting in. The true validation comes from within. It's in that quiet, internal knowing that every sacrifice you make is moving you closer to the person you are destined to become. It's in the moments when you realize that the pain you're enduring is not the end. It's the beginning of something greater. When you stop waiting for external approval, you unlock a power within you that is unshakable. You begin to trust yourself in ways that others can't. You stop questioning your path. You stop doubting your ability to succeed. You stop looking around for evidence that you're doing the right thing, because deep down, you know that you are. And that's when you become unstoppable. Because when you rely on your own strength, when you trust your own instincts, when you believe in yourself with every fiber of your being, nothing can stand in your way. The world will try to distract you. People will try to pull you off course. Doubts will cloud your mind, but remember this, the silence is your ally, not your enemy. It's in that silence that you find clarity. It's in that silence that you hear your true voice. The voice that says, keep going. You are on the right path. You're becoming who you were meant to be. When you learn to trust that voice, when you learn to drown out the noise of the world and focus on what truly matters, that's when your power grows. Every day you fight. Every day you push through the pain. Every day you keep going when the world isn't cheering you on. That's the day you're getting closer to your victory. You are building something unshakable. You are becoming someone who doesn't need anyone else to believe in them. You're building a foundation of strength that will carry you through every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt. And when you finally get there, when you finally step into your greatness, you will look back at all the moments that no one saw. You'll look back at the days you were alone, the days you fought without recognition, the days you kept pushing when everyone else had already given up. And in those moments, you'll realize something. The struggle wasn't just about reaching the top. It was about becoming someone who could handle everything that comes with being there. The victory is in who you've become, and that victory is yours to claim. There will be times when the weight of your journey feels unbearable, when it feels like you've given all you have, and yet the finish line still feels miles away. When you're tired, when you're alone in the fight, when no one seems to care about the sacrifices you're making. Those are the moments that will define you. And in those moments, you'll have two choices: to keep going or to quit. The world doesn't care if you quit. It doesn't care if you give up or throw in the towel. But you cannot afford to quit. Not now. Not when you're so close. When the struggle becomes overwhelming, remember this: the pain you're feeling right now is the evidence of growth. It's the indication that you're pushing beyond your limits, that you're evolving into something stronger, something greater. The pain is the price of progress. Every time you feel like you can't go on, remember that it's just a step on the road to who you're meant to be. And when you push through, when you keep going, even when every part of you is screaming to stop, you're becoming the person who can handle anything. You're building resilience, strength, and a mindset that will carry you far beyond where you are today. You must learn to trust in the process even when the results aren't immediate. You must trust that the work you're putting in today, even if it seems unnoticed or unappreciated, is shaping you for the future. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see instant results, but the truth is, success is built slowly. It's built on consistency, on the small, steady steps you take every day. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, know that every ounce of effort is moving you closer to your goal. And here's the most important thing you need to realize: no one else is coming to save you. No one else will fight for your dream the way you will. It's up to you and you alone to keep pushing. No one will hand you the success you deserve. No one will give you the life you want. You must take it. You must claim it with every ounce of your being. The world will try to distract you. People will try to tear you down. But the moment you realize that your success is in your hands and in no one else's, that's the moment you take control of your destiny. You are not waiting for anyone to give you permission. You are not waiting for the stars to align or for things to magically fall into place. You are creating your own path. You are building your future, one choice at a time. The power to change your life is in your hands, and every decision you make today shapes the person you will be tomorrow. The only way to fail is to stop trying. The only way to lose is to give up. The road ahead may be hard, and there will be times when it feels like you're walking through fire. But remember, fire doesn't burn forever. The heat you're feeling right now is forging you into someone who can't be broken, someone who will rise higher than ever before. Every moment of discomfort is strengthening your foundation, making you more resilient, more capable of handling the weight of your future success. It's the struggle that makes the victory so sweet. When you look back on this moment, when you finally achieve your goals, when you finally stand on the peak of everything you've worked for, you'll realize something profound. The journey was never meant to break you. It was meant to make you. Every setback, every disappointment, every lonely moment was a test to see if you had the strength to keep going. And you did. You kept going, and that is what will set you apart. You will win because you didn't stop. You will win because you believed in yourself when no one else did. And when you reach the top, it will be your victory, earned through every sacrifice, every ounce of effort, and every challenge you've overcome. Keep going. You're closer than you think. There will always be obstacles standing in your way. There will always be people who doubt you, challenges that seem insurmountable, and times when you wonder if it's all worth it. But here's the truth you need to remember. Every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. Every challenge is a test of your resolve, a chance for you to show the world and yourself that you are capable of more than you've ever imagined. The world will throw every curveball it can at you. It will try to break your spirit, crush your dreams, make you question whether you're cut out for this. But every time you face a setback and rise again, you build a foundation of unshakable strength. You become the kind of person who doesn't get knocked down by adversity, but grows stronger from it. This is how the greatest achievers are made. They're not made by avoiding struggle, by taking shortcuts, or by waiting for the perfect moment. They're made by overcoming obstacles, by standing up when life knocks them down, by learning how to turn pain into power. When you're up against the wall, when it feels like there's no way forward, remember this: the pain, the struggle, the doubt, all of it is temporary. It's the process of growth, and growth is never easy. If you want to become someone who can handle the success you're working toward, you have to learn to embrace the process. You have to learn to accept that the journey won't be smooth, but that's exactly what will make you stronger, sharper, and more capable. Every challenge is refining you. Every obstacle is teaching you something new about yourself. And as you continue to rise, you'll realize something incredible: you were never meant to stay down. The power to overcome is already inside you. It's in the way you've pushed forward even when the world told you to stop. It's in the way you fought for your dreams when others walked away. It's in the moments when you chose to believe in yourself, even when no one else did. That power will never leave you. It will only grow stronger as you keep moving forward. You don't need to wait for the world to give you permission to succeed. You don't need anyone's validation to know that you are on the right path. You already have everything you need to win. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your willingness to keep going, even when it feels impossible. The moment you accept that success is earned through persistence, through overcoming, and through never giving up, you will unlock the door to everything you've ever wanted. Your journey won't be easy, and there will be days when you question whether it's all worth it. But know this: your future self will thank you for every difficult decision you make today, every choice to keep pushing, every moment you choose to rise above the doubt, every time you put in the work when no one is watching. It will all pay off. The victory you're building is one that no one can take from you because it's yours. It's earned through every sacrifice, every moment of pain, and every bit of effort you've put in. And when you finally stand at the summit, when you look back at all the battles you fought, you'll see that the journey wasn't about the destination at all. It was about the person you became along the way. It was about the strength you built, the resilience you cultivated, and the power you discovered inside yourself. And when you realize that, when you understand just how far you've come, nothing will feel more rewarding than knowing that you didn't quit. So keep moving forward. Don't stop, no matter how hard it gets. The world is waiting for the greatness inside you to be unleashed, and you are ready. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only thing left to do is keep going. Every step you take brings you closer to the life you deserve. Keep fighting for it. You're closer than you think. You may find yourself looking around, seeing others living the life you want, achieving things you long for, and in those moments, doubt creeps in. You wonder if you'll ever get there. You wonder if your dreams are too far out of reach. But this is where you must understand something crucial. Your path is not theirs, and your timing is not theirs. The only thing that matters is the direction you're moving in and the consistency with which you pursue your goals. It's easy to compare, but comparison will always steal your joy because no one else's journey will ever reflect the unique path that you're walking. You're not meant to be like anyone else. You're not meant to follow in anyone else's footsteps. The life you're meant to build is unlike any other because it's rooted in your unique vision, your unique struggles, and your unique strengths. So stop looking to others for validation. Stop seeking approval from the outside world because their applause is fleeting. The only applause that matters is the one that comes from within you when you realize that you've given everything you have to become who you are meant to be. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for the perfect moment, nor did they wait for everything to fall into place. They kept moving even when they didn't feel ready. They kept pushing when the world told them to slow down. And they succeeded not because they had the easiest path, but because they refused to give up when it got tough. They understood something that most people never will. Success isn't about having everything figured out. It's about moving forward even when you don't know the next step. It's about continuing the climb even when you're not sure how far up the mountain you are. You have to trust that every step you take is leading you exactly where you need to go. You have to trust that each sacrifice, each failure, each challenge is not only shaping your destiny, but strengthening you in ways you cannot yet see. The process of growth is never linear. It's messy, unpredictable, and often painful. But that is what makes it so powerful. The fire you're walking through is purifying you. The obstacles you face are testing your limits, helping you discover who you really are and how far you can really go. Every time you push past the limits of what you thought was possible, you expand your sense of what you're capable of. And eventually you will realize that nothing is impossible for you. You will realize that the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. The world may try to convince you that success is for the lucky few, the ones born with an advantage, but that's a lie. Success is for those who are willing to do the work, to endure the pain, and to push through the fear. Success is for those who are willing to keep going when everyone else has stopped. You are not the sum of your failures, and you are not defined by the challenges that have come your way. You are the sum of your decisions, your resilience, your commitment to the journey. Every decision you make today is one step closer to your dream. Every moment you choose to keep going when it feels impossible is a victory in itself. And each victory, no matter how small, brings you closer to the ultimate victory, your own success. When you stop focusing on what others are doing, when you stop worrying about what the world thinks, you step into your power. You become the creator of your own destiny. You stop waiting for the right moment because you realize that the moment is now. Every second you spend doubting is a second you could spend taking action. And when you start taking action, when you start pushing yourself to do the things that scare you, you will begin to see your dreams materialize before your eyes. Success is not a gift. It's earned. And it's earned through the decisions you make, the actions you take, and the resilience you build every single day. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe it to yourself to keep fighting for your dreams. Every step you take today is a step closer to a future where you look back and realize you made it. You fought through the pain, you fought through the fear, and you never gave up. You kept going. And that is what will make your success worth everything. You will face moments where the world feels like it's working against you. Times when it seems like no matter how hard you tried, the doors remain locked and the road ahead is covered in obstacles. But here's the reality you need to embrace. The struggle is the foundation of your success. It's in those moments of doubt when everything seems to be falling apart that the greatest opportunities are often born. The world doesn't give success to the ones who take the easy route. It gives success to those who persist, who push through the chaos, who refuse to let failure define them. It's easy to look at others and assume their success came effortlessly. But the truth is, every victory comes with its own price. Behind every shining achievement lies a story of struggle, a story of pushing forward when the odds were stacked against them, when the world didn't believe in them. And they made it because they kept going, they kept fighting. They understood that the real strength isn't in avoiding the struggle. It's in choosing to fight through it, choosing to rise again every time they were knocked down. And that is exactly what you must do. You are stronger than you realize, capable of more than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your power lies in your ability to keep moving, to keep pushing even when your mind is telling you to stop. You've been through hard times before and you've made it through. This time is no different. The challenges you face now are not bigger than you. They are the very things that will help you grow into someone who can achieve everything you've ever wanted. You cannot skip the struggle. You cannot bypass the pain. You must go through it to come out the other side as someone who is unbreakable. When you face obstacles, don't let them stop you. Don't let them make you question your worth, your ability, or your future. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you have what it takes. Every setback is a lesson. Every failure a stepping stone. It's the way you respond to these challenges that will define you. Will you rise or will you stay down? Will you let the pain break you Or will you use it to build yourself into the person you need to be? This is where the transformation happens. It happens in the moments when you feel like giving up, but you don't. It happens when the world tells you no, but you keep going anyway. It happens when you choose to believe in yourself when no one else will. It's not about being fearless. It's about taking action despite the fear. It's not about having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself to figure it out. You will not always know what comes next, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward, even when you don't have all the answers. The journey is about progress, not perfection. And when you look back at all of the obstacles you've overcome, you will see that they were never meant to defeat you. They were the very things that shaped you, that made you stronger, more resilient, and more capable than ever before. Every obstacle you faced, every setback you've endured has been a part of your journey to greatness. You've already come so far, and you will keep going farther. There is nothing that can stop you unless you stop yourself. Now is not the time to quit. Now is the time to push harder, to dig deeper, to keep going even when it feels impossible. The world may not always recognize your struggle, but it will recognize your success. And when you succeed, it will be your victory. It will be a victory that was earned through every sacrifice, every challenge, and every moment you chose to keep going when everything around you told you to stop. Keep fighting. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. And when you finally reach it, you'll know you were always meant to get there. You'll know that all the struggles, all the pain were worth it. You'll be living proof that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stand in your way if you don't stop. There will always be moments when the world feels quiet, when it seems like no one sees your efforts, no one acknowledges the battles you're fighting, and no one is cheering you on. It's in these quiet moments that your character is truly forged. You might feel alone, but the truth is you're not. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step that is leading you to a future you've only dreamed of. Every sacrifice, every moment of doubt, every ounce of effort is building a legacy that no one can take from you. There is power in the solitude. There is strength in being willing to keep going when the world isn't watching. It's easy to be motivated when the applause is loud, when the praise is flowing, but the real test of your character comes when no one is there to applaud. The real test comes when it's just you, your dreams, and the quiet persistence to keep moving forward. This is where greatness is born, in the moments when you're alone with your thoughts, with your struggles, with your drive to push forward. You are creating something bigger than anyone can see right now. You're building a foundation that will support everything you're working toward. Don't wait for recognition. Don't wait for others to see your potential. It's not their approval that you need. It's your own belief in yourself. The world may not understand your vision today, but that's okay. Your vision isn't meant for everyone. It's meant for you, and you are the one who has to believe in it, even when others don't. The people who matter, the ones who truly matter, will see your persistence. They will see the strength in you that only emerges after enduring the hardest battles. They will recognize the fire that's been kindled in the silence, the passion that's been fueled by setbacks, and they will respect you for it. You are on a journey that most people will never understand. You're walking a path that's challenging, uncomfortable, and sometimes painful. But this path is yours. It's the path that will lead you to greatness. And greatness is not given to the ones who take the easiest route. It's given to the ones who show up every single day, even when it's hard. It's given to the ones who fight when others are resting, who push when others are quitting. And that's who you're becoming. You're becoming someone who won't stop. You're becoming someone who's unstoppable. There will be days when you'll question whether it's worth it. There will be moments when the weight of it all feels too heavy to carry. But those are the moments when your transformation is happening. Those are the moments when you're being reshaped into someone who can achieve what most people think is impossible. Those tough days are the very ones that are creating your success. They are making you stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling what's ahead. You cannot control everything that happens around you, but you can control how you respond. You can control whether you decide to quit or whether you decide to keep moving forward. The choice is always yours. Every time you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Remember the fire that burned inside you when you first dreamed of what you're building now. Let that fire be the thing that keeps you going. Let it fuel your drive, your passion, and your persistence. Success doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from showing up when the moment feels imperfect. It comes from doing the work when no one is watching, when no one is cheering you on, when it feels like everything is working against you. That's when success is earned. That's when you prove to yourself and to the world that you are unstoppable. And when you reach your goals, when you look back on everything you've overcome, you'll know that you didn't just reach them, you earned them. Every step, every moment of doubt, every single challenge will have been worth it. Keep moving. You're not just fighting for success, you're fighting for the person you are becoming. And that person is worth every bit of effort. The moment you begin to doubt your progress is the moment you need to remember why you started. You are in a race that only you can run. No one else can walk your path, face your challenges, or feel your struggles. And while it may seem that others are moving ahead faster, the truth is they are not on the same journey as you. Your journey is unique, and it's meant to unfold in its own time. Every step, every decision, every hardship you face is part of your growth. The path to your success may be longer than you anticipated, but it's leading you exactly where you need to go. You might look around and wonder if your dreams are ever going to come to life. It can feel like everyone else is winning and you're stuck at the starting line. But here's something you need to hear. Success isn't about timing. It's about perseverance. It's about refusing to give up when the world tells you to stop. It's about continuing to show up even when the results are nowhere in sight. That is when your breakthrough is coming. That is when you are building the foundation for everything you desire. Too often, we're caught in the trap of comparing our journey to someone else's. We look at their success and feel like we're behind, like we're not doing enough. But success doesn't follow a timeline. Your timeline is your own. The universe isn't in a rush. It doesn't care how fast you move as long as you keep moving. Every action you take, every bit of effort you put in is part of a greater purpose. So when you feel like you're not where you want to be yet, remember this. You're exactly where you need to be. You're on the right track, even if you can't see the destination yet. This is why persistence matters so much. It's the ability to stay in motion when everything around you is telling you to stop. It's the strength to keep going when the results aren't coming fast enough, when your mind is telling you to quit, when your body is telling you to rest. But the truth is, rest isn't the answer. Not yet, not until you've given everything you've got. Not until you've pushed yourself past the limits you thought you had. And then after that, you'll rest knowing that every ounce of energy you put into your dreams was worth it. You are building something that is bigger than what your eyes can see right now. What you're doing today will echo for years to come. The sacrifices you're making now will pay off in ways you can't even imagine. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. You will never regret the effort you put in, but you will regret the moments you let doubt take control. Don't let those moments slip by. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let hesitation win. Success is about consistency. It's not about the giant leaps, the overnight breakthroughs, or the sudden flashes of brilliance. It's about the small, everyday actions that no one sees. It's about the hours spent working alone, the choices you make when no one's watching, and the determination you carry inside of you, even when no one else believes in it. You're doing this for yourself. You're doing this because you know that no one will be able to stop you once you've decided you're going to make it. Remember, success isn't something that's handed to you. It's something you create, step by step, through dedication, sacrifice, and grit. You are on the verge of something incredible, and it will happen as long as you keep moving. So the next time you feel like you're falling behind, remind yourself that you are exactly where you need to be. Your success is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and keep believing. Your breakthrough is waiting for you, and you're closer than you think. You may look around and see others succeeding, and it might make you question your own journey. But let me tell you something that's crucial for your success. Comparison is a trap. It will distract you, drain your energy, and keep you from focusing on the one thing that truly matters, you. Your path is unique, and it doesn't matter how fast or slow others are moving. What matters is that you keep moving day after day, step after step, no matter what's going on around you. When you compare yourself to others, you lose sight of the only race that matters, the one you're running. The truth is, the ones who succeed aren't the ones who never faced hardship. They're the ones who, no matter how many times they were knocked down, chose to get up. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They kept going, even when it felt like the odds were stacked against them. They knew that success wasn't handed to them. It was earned, and so will yours be. Right now, in this very moment, you have the choice to make. Will you keep going, or will you let your fear control you? Will you keep showing up even when it feels like nothing is happening? Will you stay the course even when the finish line feels so far away? The only thing that can stop you is the decision to stop yourself. It's not the setbacks, it's not the failures, and it's not the doubts. It's whether or not you decide to keep pushing, even when everything within you tells you to quit. You may not see it yet, but every action you take is moving you closer to where you want to be. Every hour spent working toward your dreams, every sacrifice you make, every moment of uncertainty is part of the process. You might not see the results right away, but they are being built layer by layer, brick by brick. Your success is being forged in the quiet, in the days when no one is watching, in the moments when you doubt yourself the most. These are the moments that will define you, not when everything is easy, not when you're winning, but when you're struggling, when you're exhausted, when the journey feels endless. That's when you prove your commitment to your dreams. That's when you show the world, and more importantly, yourself, that nothing can stop you. The journey will be difficult. No one is denying that. There will be moments of pain, of frustration, of doubt. But every moment of discomfort is a stepping stone. It's a challenge that, once overcome, makes you stronger. It's the moment you decide not to give up, not to turn around, that will propel you forward. It's the little decisions you make every single day to keep pushing forward, to keep moving when you don't feel like it, to keep working even when it seems pointless. Those small, consistent actions are what will carry you across the finish line. The power to change your life is in your hands right now, in this moment. You have everything you need to succeed, but success doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes relentless persistence, and it takes belief. You have to believe in the process even when the results aren't immediate. You have to believe in yourself when no one else does. The world will not always cheer for you. It will not always recognize your effort, your sacrifice, your pain, but you will. And that's all that matters. Every time you feel like giving up, every time you wonder if it's worth it, remember that success isn't a destination, it's a journey. And right now, you are on the path. You are exactly where you need to be. And every step you take is moving you closer to your dreams. The only thing standing between you and success is your decision to keep going. The world doesn't owe you anything. But if you keep showing up, if you keep pushing, if you keep working, you will make the world recognize you. Keep fighting. Your breakthrough is waiting. And it's closer than you think. The hardest moments are the ones that define who you are. It's easy to move forward when the path is clear, when the sun is shining, and when the world seems to be on your side. But that's not where true strength is forged. True strength is forged when everything around you feels uncertain, when you are on the edge of giving up, when you question whether it's all worth it. That's when your character is built. That's when you're given the chance to rise higher than you ever thought possible. You see, the struggle isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. The pain, the setbacks, the doubts, they're all signs that you're on the right path. They're the tests that show you what you're made of. You might think that success is about avoiding failure, but it's not. Success is about learning from it, rising from it, and pushing through it time and time again. Every mistake you make, every time you fall short, is a lesson that brings you closer to who you need to be. The road is never straight. It's full of bumps, turns, and detours. But it's the ones who keep walking, who keep learning, and who keep fighting in the face of adversity that find their way. And that's you. You are in the process of becoming someone who does not quit. You're becoming someone who, even when faced with the worst challenges, keeps moving forward because you know that every step is one step closer to your success. You cannot wait for everything to be perfect before you take action. You cannot wait for the stars to align or for the world to tell you that you're ready. You must move before you feel ready. You must take the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. Progress is made not by waiting for the right time, but by making the time right. It's made by showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about finding strength on the days when you feel weak. It's about believing in the process even when the results aren't visible. You don't need the approval of others to succeed. You don't need anyone else to understand your vision or your journey. What matters is that you believe in yourself. What matters is that you know that your dreams are possible, that you are capable of turning them into reality. The world may not be cheering for you yet, but that's okay. Your journey isn't about pleasing others or proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that you can do it. It's about showing yourself that you have what it takes, even when the world doesn't see it. It's about trusting yourself when no one else does. There will always be people who doubt you, who tell you it's not possible, who try to pull you down. But their doubts are not your truth. You don't have to listen to the noise around you. Your truth is the quiet belief that burns inside you. Your truth is the passion that keeps you going when no one is watching. Your truth is the fire that pushes you to keep moving when every part of you wants to stop. Hold on to that truth. It's the only thing that matters. The world will try to convince you that success is for the lucky ones, the chosen ones, the ones who have it all figured out. But the truth is, success is for the relentless ones. It's for the ones who refuse to give up, who keep fighting when it seems impossible. It's for the ones who are willing to sacrifice, who are willing to do what others won't, and who are willing to keep going even when the road is tough. And that's exactly who you are becoming. You are becoming someone who will not be stopped no matter what. Someone who sees setbacks as stepping stones. Someone who turns failures into fuel. So when the journey feels heavy, when the road feels long, remember this. The struggles you face today are the building blocks of your success tomorrow. The strength you gain from pushing through adversity will carry you further than you can imagine.